Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here. No face cam today. I just finished recording that Digimon video from earlier, the new set release, and I saw these as soon as I laid down. And it's been a while since I got really excited about Pokemon cards. Three new cards by themselves coming out of the, what's this set called? The Matchless Fighters, the set after our March set, I believe. I don't think it's going to be included in our March set. We have a few other reveals. We'll probably talk about those as well, but we're going to make this video pretty short. It's been a while since we got just like three pure standalone good cards. They're not gonna be like archetypes. They're not gonna be decks. They're just easily to throw in cards. I guess maybe Moltres could probably be a deck, but I'm excited about this. It's been a while since I did anything like this, so let me know if you guys like the content by dropping a like down below. We're gonna talk about them. So we got the Galarian Bird Trio, and first of all, they're all beautiful. I don't know if I ever talked about this, but these are probably my favorite legendary designs that we've had in years. They all look so cool. I just love the way all of them look. And for like Galarian forms, bro, they look sick. That aside though, Psychic Construct. Once during a turn, you may discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, draw 1 card. So you know how I just talked about how I don't want to, because like the last set is cool. We got like the Rapid Strike, Single Strike stuff. I'm not a huge fan whenever Pokemon introduces gimmicks into the games. I never liked breaks, even though I loved playing Greninja Break, but that's because for a different reason, right? I never liked breaks. I don't really like tag teams, even though Lucario Elemental is like, it has Lucario in it, so I love it for that reason. But I don't like it because of the tag team. I just like it because it's Lucario, right? Like all these like little mini gimmicks they add into Pokemon has always been like very hit or miss, usually miss. It was almost a hit with tag teams, but they kind of went overboard with them. But seeing these cards, like just straight up good cards, is good to see. But what I was trying to say was, you know how we have that Mustard card, the Single Strike and the Rapid Strike Mustard? This card makes those cards better, which is nice. But overall, filtering is good. There's a lot of decks actually like discarding cards in their hand. It's instant deck thinning, which is great if you're worried about things like Reset Stamp. You are getting rid of cards you know you're not going to need, and deck thinning is always good. Like this is like, obviously you're not going to want to use this ability every single turn if you don't think you'll be able to do it, but being able to just filter cards out of your hand just to draw an extra card is going to be really good. It's good for things like what's it called, Crobat. It also makes shuffle draw supporters, if we ever get like decent shuffle draw supporters, better than before too, because you're going to get rid of the cards you don't need through the shuffle draw support as well. I feel like there's other things that I mentioned. It does 110 damage. The attack doesn't really matter because you're never going to set that up. 2 retreat cost. It's 210 HP. It is weak to dark, which feels like it's going to be less of an issue because with this card down here, which I honestly think this card might just be too good. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. This card feels kind of busted. It actually, I feel bad for all the people that love playing fighting weak decks, because I feel like the meta with this card existing alone has now turned off all fighting weak. Has now made all fighting weak decks unplayable. They were already like on the edge because of Urshifu, but I don't think Urshifu was good enough to like completely push Pikarom or Eternus out of the meta. But this card might be. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V, ignore all colorless costs in this Pokemon's attack. So for a fighting in 3 colors, you do 170. And before doing damage, you discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So not only do you get to do 340 damage to anything that's fighting weak, that's a V or V max, you also get to do it for 1 energy. And if they have a weak card energy, you discard it. You discard the weak card energy, and you hit them for weakness. So Eternus is done, bro. You can throw this in any deck that has Aurora energy, any fighting deck. Luckily, you have to play a fighting energy. So obviously not every deck can play it, but if your deck is weak to like Eternus, like just in general, or like it's really meta dependent, right? Like if you feel like there's a lot of things like Eternus, there's gonna be like, I know that Tapu Koko VMAX, it looks pretty good in my opinion for a deck post rotation. You can just throw this little package into your deck, like a way to search maybe the energy, or maybe like just play Aurora energies in your deck. I don't know, but it's a pretty good card. I am a fan of this style of stuff. It also means that like if you're going to be playing these other archetypes, you have to make sure that you don't play just Vs anymore. You have to try to squeeze in some other style of Digimon, other style of Pokemon as well. Whether it's just like a single prizer or something along the lines of that. Because like this card sucks if it's not attacking a V. Let's just be honest. It's a 4 energy attack for 170. But 170 is a good number against not just Vs, but all cards. Like you could play a deck with just this card, honestly. If you can somehow make its HP enough to not get O-code all the time through the likes of Stone Energy and whatnot, like just hitting 170 against everything is good as long as you're not playing against single prize attackers only, right? And then another one of the cards that I really like, just in general, is I know I just talked about how this card turns off dark Pokemon that are weak to fighting. Luckily, this one's weak to grass, so there's that benefit. But Galarian Moltres V is like, I think it's really good. Once during your turn, you may attach a Dark Energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. This card is good as an attacker and as a support Pokemon. Because first of all, it does 190. 190 is, once again, wonderful number. You can 2KO pretty much everything with 190. You do 30 damage to yourself, which puts you at 190 HP. So if Moltres versus Moltres is looking kind of scary. Of course, you can only use it once. You can attach a Dark Energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon, but you can only use it once per turn. You can only use one ability of that name per turn, so it's a hard once per turn for this card, for this ability I should say, which is good. That also means that if you're playing a dark deck of any kind, Energy Switch is like the equivalent of playing Dark Patch. Honestly, if you're playing any deck that plays dark energies in it, basic dark energies, you just throw in a few energy switches and that is essentially a dark patch for you at all times, which is really, really cool. So I think this card becomes an excellent support card for any dark deck. If Eternus still wants to get, if you still want to play with Eternus, right? Like Eternus now has access to Energy Switch. Instead of like, you know how like the old Eternus builds play Turbo Patch and stuff? Now you just play Energy Switch plus Galarian Moltres V, and now you're going to attack with an Eternus in one turn at any point in the game. So you combine that with like maybe another single prize attacker that can help you deal with this card. This thing's weak to like Psychic. Interesting. I guess it makes sense. Okay, I was just wondering what his weakness was. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I think if I were to choose an order of cards I like this card. I think I like this card the most, right? I don't know. They're all really good. It's really hard to tell. But I like this card the most because of the potential it gives all dark decks. I think that's why I like it the most, is because it gives all decks that play dark energies a boost. A quite good boost, too. It's like I said, it is essentially a free energy switch plus like it's essentially a dark patch in all decks if you play energy switch, which I think is cool. I like this card a lot for its filter ability, but I really want to play with it before I rate this card. For sure, it's probably going to go in the bottom for me because I just like what this card can do for you. But once again, it's going to be one of those deck building things where you have to play the fighting energy and this card if you're worried about it. And Eternus is just a good deck, right? So if you can somehow squeeze that in as a tech against Eternus, that's great. But it is a 2-card combo, which is hard to do in Pokemon. As far as the rest of the set goes, like the rest of this stuff go, the only thing that I find relevant is Blaziken VMAX over here looks really, really cool. You gotta keep in mind that Sharon exists, which fully heals your evolution Pokemon by discarding the energies. But this thing is a Rapid Strike card, so it gets all the Rapid Strike support, and does 130 while attaching energies on the board. So if you can retreat between two Blaziken VMAXs, you can be hitting 130 every turn while fully healing yourself, because you just attach the energies to the benched one, right? So 130 damage, attach an energy card from your discard pile to 2 of your bench Rapid Strike Pokemon. You then have to attach an energy manually, but the fact that you can do this between you can like have 3 Blaziken VMAXs on board and just attack with one, let it get hit, fully heal it, set up another one, which will be already set up from the max place. I do like fire cards that don't rely on Welder. Obviously, Welder's going to be rotating probably by the time we get this stuff, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. This card's pretty mediocre. I guess there is the benefit of playing Memory Capsule, so this card can hit 210, which is probably going to be relevant because hitting 130 twice does not knock out opposing VMAXs. It barely knocks out opposing Vs if they have any healing or anything like that. So being able to go 130 into 210 will guarantee a lot of knockouts against a lot of different guys. So Memory Capsule becomes a good card in this deck, and I do appreciate that. We do have an Inteleon here that gives me big Decidueye energy, and I love that. I love Decidueye GX back in the day. Once during your turn, you may place 2 damage crowns on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So being able to place damage counters is great. I do think I'd rather play Flapple because it doesn't require me to play a stage 2. But I do like Inteleon nonetheless. Inteleon Flapple deck. Let's get this money. Inteleon Flapple. Damage counters everywhere. Now we just have to find something that can attack. We have the Urshifu. I haven't seen this card yet. Rapid Strike does 30 damage each for your opponents. For each of your Rapid Strike Pokemon in play. Pretty boring. We got a Kubfu. Oh yeah, these are all stage 1s, huh? I didn't even think about that. Okay, that's cool. I know we have a fighting one. We have this Galarian the Galarian Slowking V, and the V Max. I like the V Max too. First of all, this guy is so ugly, dude. He's so ugly. Look how ugly he is. This guy is ugly, dude. Oh man. Anyways, Max Toxin does 10 damage, and then it does 12 damage counters for poison instead of 1. Dude, play this with not this guy, Inteleon Flapple, bro. Damage counters everywhere. No, I don't think that would work. But two energies, not too bad. You can play that with the Moltres deck. It is weak to fighting, which is sad. So moving on. We got a single strike Urshifu as well. 50 discard Stadium, 100 damage, 200 damage if it has damage counters on it. Any damage counters is easy enough to do, right? Carnage Knuckle. So 3 energy, 200 damage. We were just talking about that Moltres, right? That is very easy to do. And it's weak to grass too. I like this card. I think this card is good. Come out with that Moltres we just saw. That's actually really nice. I like this card a lot. You have to put damage counters on it, which you can do with the Stadium card. The one that's being played in Spiritomb. So that's cool. Echoing Horde, put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench. This card's stupid. This card is really, really good. What? Put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench? Bro, what was that card in Expanded that we have that? It's like Target Whistle, I think. Bro, we have Target Whistle back. Hold on, is there any restrictions? It's a Rapid Strike item card, but any deck can play this, right? Like, you're not restricted to only playing this in Rapid Strike decks. Put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile. Dude, all the Snipe decks are in heaven right now. Every single Strike deck is in heaven. You know what else is in heaven? Inteleon Flapple, dude. It is in heaven right now. You just keep bringing Pokemon back and killing them in the same turn. Bro, you can snipe, dude, get Cramorant down, put down the Dene every turn. Oh, this card is good, dude. Echoing Horde is my favorite. Karen's Conviction. During this turn, your single strike Pokemon attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize card your opponent has already taken. That's a good card. It's good late game. So you play like maybe a 1 of. Maybe a 2 of, I guess. Because you're only going to use a late game. That's cool. Brawly, search your deck for up to 3 Rapid Strike basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench and shuffle your... Oh, we got a Bridget back. It's a Rapid Strike Bridget. I think Rapid Strike does appreciate this card because it wants to have a few dudes on the bench. And it's any basic Pokemon, including the V, so you can get Urshifu down as well. Okay. Welcoming Ladder. Choose a single strike supporter card from your discard pile and put it onto your hand. That's good. That's actually good with this Karen because you can... Yeah, that's actually really cool. You know what? At least the Rapid Strike and the single strike cards are proving to be good. What is this card? It's cute. It's very cute. Heal 10 damage. Okay. You know what? This set makes me happy about the Rapid Strike and single strike stuff because it feels like a deck I'd want to play now. Because it's giving me cards I like. Specifically this card, dude. But this card has nothing to do with being Rapid Strike or single strike. It just happens to be Rapid Strike. I love Echoing Horde in the game. Anyways, I've been talking for too long. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what card you think is your favorite so far. Peace.